Chip, 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 chip. Okay.
Never heard a chicken call like that.
Yeah, that's like I think it's like a European.
Eastern European? Yeah, sure.
Hello, Basement Movie Room, and welcome back to another Friday night review. This week, it's a rewatch / first watch of The Room, Tommy Wiseau's masterpiece. Maybe. Yeah. So, The Room was written and directed by Tommy Wiseau in 2003, starring Tommy Wiseau, Greg Sestero, and a bunch of other people you'll never see again on any movie ever. So, the plot of The Room's difficult because it doesn't really have a plot other than Tommy Wiseau and this girl. Tommy plays Johnny, and her name is Lisa. They're in a relationship. They have a bunch of random friends that just drop into their house for no reason at times and just come on in. With a 18-year-old kid, I think he's supposed to be like 12 in the original script or something, that lives somewhere in the building. It's never made clear where Denny lives.
He has a kitchen because he needed to borrow some
He does have a kitchen.
Yeah.
But, so it's about the relationship between Johnny and Lisa. But that's the least part of the movie. The best part of the movie is the unintentional comedy. Now, Wiseau originally planned this as a drama, and when people laughed at it, he played it off and said, "I hope you enjoyed my comedy movie." If you've seen The Disaster Artist, you've seen the whole scene with Franco in the audience playing Tommy Wiseau and reacting and leaving the theater, and then all of a sudden realizing that people are laughing at it, and he should probably just embrace that. So, basically, the plot of the movie, it doesn't even matter because it's just pointless. It's a pointless plot. It has no plot. Is that Johnny and Lisa are in a relationship, and Mark, Johnny's best friend, played by Greg Sestero, is having an affair with Lisa. And that's pretty much it. There's no other plot. There's a bunch of random things with Lisa and her mother. Her mother's the greatest. I love her mother. Her mother's the best in the movie. I have breast cancer, and let's just not talk about that ever again.
Right on from that, yeah.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
Never again will we talk about that.
She was feeling a little tired that one day.
She was a little tired because of the breast cancer, clearly.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you have Denny, who's a little pervert and wants to watch Johnny and Lisa have sex basically every time. Wants to join in.
Kind of reminded me of Seth Green. A little bit.
He does, actually. That's a good comparison for how that kid looks.
Yeah.
But, there's random scenes of them throwing a football. There's the famous line where, "Oh, hi, Mark," and then...
I did not hit her.
Yeah. What a story, Mark. Ha ha ha. I mean, just all that stuff. You've seen it everywhere. If you haven't seen the movie, almost everybody's seen the movie except him. Now he has.
Now I have. I know of it, though. I've known of it.
Although my wife and his wife have never seen the movie, and I feel like we should have to force them to watch it at some point. They'd hate it.
Oh.
So really, it just comes down to Lisa. I almost think the movie's kind of a revenge movie for Tommy Wiseau because he clearly wanted this Lisa person to be the bad guy in the movie. She's terrible. She's absolutely terrible. It's actually pretty horrific how bad she is in the movie. I mean... Yeah,
one minute she loves him, and the next minute she hates him.
All over the place.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like... I'm not sure that...
He said sociopath in the movie.
I'm not sure Tommy Wiseau likes women, to be honest. I mean... And the problem with the movie is all of a sudden a random character shows up. There's a scene where they're in the apartment where Johnny and Lisa live, and these two random people that you've never seen before in the movie come in the apartment and have sex. And it's like, who are these people? And then all of a sudden Lisa comes home with her mother and they're there, and you find out it's Lisa's friend and her boyfriend. And it's like, no setup for that. There's no setup. Nothing. There's no reason. And then all of a sudden the guy named Peter shows up, and he's a psychologist.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. He's terrible at it. Yeah. And then, Johnny asked him, "Oh, you're a psychologist. What would you do?" And then later on, he's like, Greg Sestero's there, and he's like, "Stop trying to be a psychologist, Peter."
Yes.
It's like, Johnny just asked him to be, okay? It's like just random stuff. Like the script is terrible. It's shot terribly. Watching The Disaster Artist is a way to figure out how this movie was made, because it's ridiculous. There's like something like millions of dollars that went into this of Tommy Wiseau's own money or money he got from somewhere else. Nobody knows where this guy's really from. Nobody knows if that's his real name. It's weird.
Very strange.
But him and Greg Sestero, still friends to this day, apparently, even though Sestero wrote The Disaster Artist. And
Probably because they're rich.
yeah. I mean, they've got to be making
Now they're
money
rich.
on this movie. I mean, the only person who publishes the DVD is Tommy Wiseau's actual company, I think. So I gave him like $10. So,
Exactly.
you know, it has no plot. It's ridiculous, you know, with the cheep, 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 cheep,
Oh,
cheep.
God. I giggled throughout this whole movie.
It's laughable.
I couldn't.
It's
I didn't want to be
laughable.
like annoying to you.
No,
but
it's fine.
I couldn't stop giggling
The spoons.
because it was so bad.
The spoon pictures in a couple of different places in the
Oh.
apartment.
And just the dialogue of them just go like the mom going from breast cancer to talking about her brother wanting to take her house.
Take her house, yeah.
It's
It was
just like
all
what?
over.
Yeah, what's going
And
on?
the ADR dialogue too.
Understand anything, man. Leave your stupid comments in your pocket.
ADR, green screen.
Oh, it's so bad.
All this stuff is because Tommy Wiseau thought that was real Hollywood.
And we had troubles trying to figure out what door led to where.
Yeah, the apartment makes no sense.
No.
Where do they get to the rooftop?
And they even showed, they had one shot at the end of the movie where he lived on the top floor,
Yeah.
but the rest of the movie they had him going on the bottom floor.
Yeah, there's no
Going
sense.
through the door. It was hard to figure out.
The stairs,
The stairs,
also,
oh.
or like if they're coming down the stairs, it's shaking, it's not real.
Yeah. The post, yeah. And the stairwell on the rooftop is just great.
Oh, there is no stairwell. They're walking into a tiny tin shed.
Yeah.
Is what they're walking into in the rooftop.
And then
they just have
and
to
they come
hide
out.
in there until they cut. You know, the famous scene, you know, I did not hit her. I did not. This is bullshit. I did not. With the water bottle throw. And you'll see The Disaster Artist at some point.
Yeah.
You need to watch that. How many takes it took to get that.
Oh, God.
Like, it's crazy. Like, Paul Scheer and Seth Rogen are like the camera people in that
Yeah.
movie.
Really
And they're just like constantly like, he can't remember his
trying
line.
to get good
It's
ideas.
just-
And
yeah, Seth Rogen, I think I told you, plays one of the camera guys, I think. And he's like, there's a real fucking alley outside. Why don't we just go shoot there? It's like, oh no, that's not the real Hollywood. You know, he thought he needed the green screens. He thought he needed the fake sets, all that stuff that he could have spent way less money to shoot this movie, this terrible, terrible, awesome movie.
Oh.
You know, the football. It just is a constant theme. It's the only theme throughout the movie is the football. I think the football might be the main character of the movie. With the guy getting knocked down on the trash cans.
They're throwing it from about our distance.
Yeah, it's literally like 3 feet.
You made the comment one time that, man, it's taking way too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
for
There's
football to
the
travel.
scene where he's throwing it to
Big
Denny on the roof.
Yeah.
They're going back and forth, camera to camera on them, and the football's like 3 feet. It should literally get there before the camera even switches. But it's like, switch to Denny. Football's already been thrown when they switch, and football. It's like, yeah, that took way too long. And then we have those scenes in the park with Mark and
Oh my God.
Johnny. Oh, the flower shop scene, which is my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, hi Johnny, I didn't recognize you. You're my favorite customer.
He wears
Hi
the same-
doggy.
Wears the same thing every day.
Yep, every day.
Didn't
And
recognize him.
his random job at the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
God.
there's no plot to the movie. It's a stupid bad movie, but
Oh,
it's
it
also
is.
super entertaining
Yeah.
ultimately. I mean, like Paul Rudd. I think there was a story that Paul Rudd kept a copy of this in his nightstand for years.
No kidding.
Like, because he loved the movie so much. Like,
Okay.
it's a very famous movie with Hollywood comedians because they think it's hilarious, and it is. It's hilarious.
And this just kind of really popped up on everybody's radar.
Yeah.
What, 5 years ago?
Oh,
6
it
years
was
ago?
probably longer than that for some. Probably like
Yeah.
2008 is when it really
that
started
long? Okay.
really pulling popularity. But it's
Oh,
real
man.
bad, but it's also real good.
And I was waiting for a commercial to come, and then Gilbert Gottfried tell us that they'll be right back.
USA up all night!
Like something that would be on USA Up All Night.
That's right.
Day. Oh, it's just one of those type of movies.
Yeah, it is. It's stupid bad. What about the score? You're the score guy.
A lot of synthesizers no, there's no score.
You mean no score?
There's no score.
And there's like 4 songs in the movie that I don't know where they came from.
Like you said, they had to play through the whole song.
Yep, they wanted the whole song in there.
Had to go through the whole song.
Yeah, the sex scenes are laughably bad because 2 of them, there's no actual sex, and 4 of them there's no actual sex because the one with Wiseau and Lisa, he's up on her belly button area thrusting. It's like, all right, I guess that's working out for you. And then they're the same scene twice because I'm pretty sure she just wouldn't do another one with Wiseau. I think that was the thing. She did manage to do 2 with Sestero, although I don't think the first one was really much of a scene anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fight at the end of the movie is terrible. It's not even a fight. They just grab each other like 5 times and they're done. But the room is terrible.
It is.
And awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like.
Now, Now, if I didn't know, like, everything behind it, I don't know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you happen to
if
find
I
this
saw
movie,
it, I would have turned it off.
Yeah, if you happen to find this movie like on a cable channel, you'd be like, "What the heck is this crap? I'm not watching this." You turn it.
It's time to watch Cops.
But knowing full well what this movie is, you have to watch it.
And I appreciate it for that now.
Yeah.
But I had to turn this off 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most people
Maybe
would
not
have.
even that
Most
far.
people, yeah, it wouldn't take that long.
But yeah, it was. You're right. The mom was one of the best.
Yeah,
parts.
she's best.
Yeah.
The drug dealer with Denny.
Oh,
awesome part. No explanation for that. There's no explanation for anything that happens.
And they
in this
just
movie.
put the guy on the street, I guess.
They take him away and it's like, oh, he's going to jail. But did the cops come, apparently? And also, how did he get to the roof? Because don't you have to go through the apartment to get to the roof? Did he? He probably just let himself in. Everybody else did.
Magic doors.
Yeah. But yeah, Denny's got drugs. And the mom is super mad at Denny at that time with the drugs. Even though she's only met him one time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't ruin your life.
Yeah,
You just met him.
Yeah, you just met the kid.
But yeah,
So
it was entertaining.
Did you have anything else to say about it? I don't really have much else to say about it. I don't think I can rate this one, but okay, here's the deal. If I'm rating this as a movie, it is half a star at best. If I'm rating this as like a cult classic, really hilarious bad movie, it's the 5-star of that category. Like there's like 2 movies that go up there. Troll 2.
Oh God.
And The Room. Those are your 2 best worst movies. Best worst movie is the name of the documentary on Troll 2. You should watch that. It's a great documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like the highest standard of best worst movies. But yeah, as a movie, this is a half star. The dialogue's terrible. The acting is terrible.
Yeah.
Everything about this movie is terrible. But it does that circle where you started good and then you go around to bad. But this one keeps going back to the good side.
No, his flashback scenes weren't that bad when he was about to kill himself.
He has a couple of moments of
spoiler alert
of decent. Yeah, he kills himself at the end. Big deal. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Not even the actors that are involved in it. They act like they do, but it clearly don't.
Yeah, and nobody called the cops.
But yeah,
they showed up.
It definitely. He definitely. There's a couple. He hired some competent people to work for him. He spent millions of dollars on this, so you get some scenes that are perfectly well done. Mm-hmm. You also get some scenes where the camera goes from like decently clear. We're watching a DVD copy. It's a terrible transfer. But there's some scenes where there's a second camera involved, and it's one camera's clear, the other camera blurry as hell. It's real bad. So yeah, this is a half star, but it's also a 5-star.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't rate this.
You can't rate this really. So watch The Room.
I rate it as watchable.
Yeah, it's watchable
in a
just sort of
funny sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it as a comedy. Don't expect a real drama out of this because it's definitely not a real drama. Do you have anything else?
No.
All right. That's our review of The Room.
Glad I got to watch it though.
Yeah.
After, seeing and hearing everything.
Oh, I know. I'm glad I got you to watch it.
Yeah. Now I got to watch the Disaster Artist.
Yep, you got to watch the Disaster Artist. Yeah.
I'll get around to that.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, you can say that again.